Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's Thursday Xrd Throwdown Swiss edition. I hope you've all been enjoying Dane's fan fiction as he's been posting in the announcements. Some nice creative writing exercises. My name is Amadeus. I'm going to be running back end tonight, giving Jamkeyske a break while I'll be recording matches. But before we get started, before I throw it over to our commentators, I do want to acknowledge we had an episode happened last week. Nothing to do with the RPS of Grand Finals. That was amazing, but I just want to get it out there that we know that like sometimes, hey, you lose a game, you feel bad about it. But at this point, I've gotten at this state where I'm not going to be like accepting any sort of like excuses, especially if like you come into Twitch chat, say some really rancid shit, and don't even apologize to anyone about it. I'm not in the interest of giving people second chances if they do that. If you're going to lose your match, manage your salt, be an adult. It's a video game. Please do not make me have to be any more of an asshole than I'm already being, because frankly, I am too damn old to deal with this shit. It's really frustrating that I consistently see people, and it's the same people that I have to deal with week after week. So, yeah. Basically, if you lose your match, say GG's, shake their hand, and move on, and we can work on improving that later. If I'll end this by saying my DMs are open. If you want to talk to me about anything, if you want to maybe, hey, you have trouble dealing with salt, message me. I'll be happy to talk to you. I'm a salt lord too. We can work through it. But with all those bad vibes out of the way, I want to let our commentators bring back the good vibes as we get this bracket kicked off for Swiss this week. So you guys introduce yourselves. I'm going back to the back end here.
What's
Hi,
up,
I'm Lazy.
everybody? I'm laziest username ever.
And I'm
I
a
play
Kai.
probably the most boring character in the game.
I'm a Kai. I think I'm really good because I play Jam and I do ID, JH.
True.
And I also press 6H and I get a counter hit and I just think to myself, wow, I'm good at fighting games.
True. I love doing most of a character's health by hitting one button. It's very sick.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
What's up?
I'm doing okay. We have a rare sighting of chaos in a tournament.
Oh my god,
I
a
think-
Faust player?
Yeah, like this is like I out of curiosity, I checked his start GG. This is the 4th tournament he's ever entered, and this is only the 2nd one that's like a 1v1 tournament.
That's wild.
Yeah, I mean like, and he's like a net play demon too. Like,
Oh yeah.
he's always playing.
He has DM'd me at hours that no one else has DM'd me asking for games.
Yeah. All right. Strong Oki, and this is gonna be a bit of an uphill climb for AV, right? Because trying to play the usual game against Faust is usually not very fun. But we do have a bit of a life lead right now, and we got the food. Oh, okay, we scramble sometimes. Faust is a bit of a scrambler. Okay, good start. Can't kill yet. Didn't want to go for the OTG either. Yeah, this is gonna be really scaled, so it won't kill, but we still have 50 meter on Avery. What are they gonna do? Oh yeah, and unfortunately, the usual bedman movement just makes you food for Faust buttons, right? Because so many of them just anti-air, and they're good anti-airs too.
Yeah.
Good start right now though, but yeah, Tech JK, one of the best tech buttons in the game.
Absolutely ridiculous.
And then picks up his own food.
Oh
That
my
means he gets to throw
What a
items again.
mess. What a mess. Okay.
And the,
no,
and the
he's
crawl
super
under
right.
task A too is it just feels like insult to injury. But Avery's holding strong.
Okay.
Yeah, forces the burst. Okay, plus a little bit of plus frames, but no, yeah, there's no seal. Okay. Nice. That was really good navigation around the bomb bag, right? Like,
I don't know.
yeah,
I
like,
wasn't looking.
whatever.
I'm sorry, someone didn't have their rolls, and I didn't know, so I had to do that.
Whatever. Anyway, Avery gets the air throw. Really good start. All right, we have the task B seal. And we're just gonna set it. Chaos. Do you know how to get out? Maybe not.
Yeah, didn't
Okay.
really recognize the gap.
Yeah. All right, another task B seal.
What?
Huh?
The like full jump over.
Huh? What? That
Alright.
was like I think Chaos was just expecting a mix-up.
Yeah, and Avery denied it.
Yeah, there wasn't. I guess like I think that was literally what a no mix-up was. Where it was like, am I gonna do the mix-up? Nope. There's no mix. The mix was fake.
Chaos is just that
I'm
type of person
assuming-
you can tell was molded by the lag.
I'm assuming that Avery just has played Chaos before and knew that he would try to blitz, so
Right.
intentionally did not go for the mix. But also, oh, that was goofy. Alright, Chaos has a point to prove.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, a lot of meter, a lot of meter, a lot of
That,
meter.
yep, that special move building like 30 meters, so funny.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
yeah. And Chaos just not caring, you know, like
Insane
things.
momentum.
You know, nice 6-6. I can still press buttons.
Yeah, it's Faust, baby.
Ooh, nice punish on the TK pass.
The 6H is coming out.
Yeah. You have Chaos is under a seal. The seal's gone though. The seal's gone. Right?
No.
Yeah. Throws out the scramble. Ooh, Avery maybe trying to 6-6 again. And J2K. Has Avery blocked a single 6H yet?
Not that I've seen, no.
Yeah.
Those were two really fast rounds.
Like, it's hard to tell if Avery's trying to do something or if they're just straight up not reacting to the 6H. It can't be weird to react because of the animation. Okay, this is Avery's chance to skip a corner, but goes for an air throw.
I've noticed Chaos is just kind of holding forward now because it worked so well in the last game.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you against Bedman, right? Like, you don't want to
Yeah.
get this character set up.
Oh,
I like
okay.
the
100.
A double food.
Horrible rolls, actually.
Okay, pick up the food. Okay, actually no, actually don't pick up the food. That's fine. That's fine. I
Maybe
think like Chaos.
legendarily
I think
worse.
Chaos evened up the life total with that item super by damaging himself.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
and J2K.
Ow.
J2K also anti-airs, you know? funny the way that works. And, yeah.
Oh, no tag.
Catches the no tech. The first item hammer out of the item super. That's something. That's something. That's a tech trap. That's a tech trap, man. Yeah, and yeah, I mean, you're right. Chaos has amped up the offense, and Avery doesn't really have answers to it, right? You know, it's really just like 6-6 and pray. It feels like.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, I think it's looking pretty over. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's an
no,
overhead. Okay, Bedman's shaped like a
I mean,
freak.
playing with this boot a little bit, but yeah, it's a pretty much like really hard to lose from that
Here come the
position.
meteors? Yeah, I heard the whistle first. 1 second.
Yeah. And Chaos will take it 2-1. Yeah, just good adaptation from Chaos. Just realizing his play style in the first game wasn't going to cut it. Just needed to change it up. You know, maybe just needed to remember how to fight Bedman for a bit.
Yeah.
And we're gonna move on to our next round 1 match, which is gonna be Bridge versus Cool Blue Wolf 11. I think I've already made jokes about the 11 in his name, so I won't do it again.
Well, I wasn't here for those. Can you make them again?
Well, I was just saying, like, you know, he has the 11 at the end of his name, so he's the 11, the Cool Blue Wolf. You know, and it was really funny. You know, all of the commentators laughed. You know, Oxy thought it was hilarious. Yeah.
The 11th wolf in the pack, or
Yeah.
whatever they call
Yeah,
it.
exactly. All right. So I can see this being a really awkward matchup for Sin, right? Because, you know, his main strength is he has these big buttons and specials, and then Raven just stances, and your range advantage is kind of nullified, right? You have to get in, you have to scrap.
I'm sure even his dash is good at dealing with those. Because
Yeah,
those
I
buttons do
wouldn't
have
be
a decent bit
surprised.
of recovery.
Yep, and there's the command grab.
Oh, denying
Yeah.
the cool route, for shame.
Yeah. I mean,
You're not winning this round anyway, you should just let
Yeah.
it happen.
I mean, I think the burst was correct in the sense that he was going to die.
Yeah, no, I know.
Like
for
they were
sure.
absolutely going to die if they did not burst that because Raven super. And yeah, and then okay, catches the stance recovery. But yeah, just like can't keep up the pressure. It's Raven time.
Tough.
Yeah. Understands that Cool Blue Wolf is playing pretty passive right now.
Okay.
Right idea, but not spaced correctly, and
Yeah, just a little too
Raven
far
with
away.
excitement.
Scoop.
That should
Now
be
we're
10
at max.
extended. Repeat the
Money
mix.
mix.
And do another safe jump.
Okay.
Ooh, and the stagger. Yeah. I wonder what that 6H was supposed to be from Cool Blue Wolf.
Desperation.
Maybe. And that's a pretty clean first game from Abridge.
A-bridge. Singular.
I think Cool Blue Wolf is also just backing off a lot too. You know, you can't.
Yeah.
You know, and I guess like they understand that it's hard to press buttons and specials into Raven stance, but at the same time, you know, backing off and giving Raven all that space is not something you want to do either.
Right.
Oh, we'll
It's
try
hard
to
to
try to
kind
try
of
to do a throw, but Raven players be up backing. Yeah, and once again doing neutral 6H. Still not really gonna work out. Hasselhoff
Nice
with
route. Good
mixed.
luck.
Well, not a lot of damage at least. You get to guess
Raven
one more
apparently
time.
just doesn't do damage on those.
Yeah. The one saving grace. The one unless he has 50 meter, he does no damage off of Rose.
Right.
You know, and thank God for that. Okay, good start, but yeah, again, just sort of opting to just like watch and see what Bridge is doing, but maybe a little too much passivity from Blue Wolf. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. More excitement, and we've long been past the 3 excitement threshold as well. So 2D scratch, really viable. Nice,
Okay, kind
but
of running into buttons.
yeah, but we need to convert. Yeah, we need to convert these hits into something. We haven't seen it. I don't think we've really seen a real combo from Cool Blue Wolf yet.
Until you get to the point where you're actually threatening your opponent with your big buttons, they're not going to respect you and just kind of run you over.
Yeah, and you know, Sin is a character that can explode you and can like crank up that stun and make you regret thinking that you could press a button. But if you don't have those routes down, you know, Bridge has zero reason to care about anything you're doing.
Right.
So just 6-6, just stance, just glide. There are no consequences.
It looks like our last one has come in with Daisy Zerker, because they had a bit of a slow start. Do we want the Leo mirror? Alright, I'm putting the Leo mirror.
Are you asking me if we want the Leo mirror?
I'm asking everybody. Yeah.
Oh, are you talking about Jake's Lotus?
Yeah.
Do you think Lotus is even going to play Leo? Or do you think Lotus is
that's
gonna
actually a
experiment?
good
Lotus
point.
thinks this is a fucking counterpick game.
I know. That's why. Well, I mean, also, so I'm just saying. You know, is Lotus gonna practice a sub? And if it is, what do you think they're picking? Please. All I ask is please. I don't want to see the Lotus Jacko ever again. I don't.
The Jacko is a bit much for me. Yeah.
Do not show me the Lotus Jacko ever again. Like don't do it. Don't do it.
All right, you hear it, Lotus? All right, pick the Jacko right now.
No, go Lotus. I'm going
On character select, we're going Jacko.
No. Anyone but Jacko. Pick someone cool like
Yeah.
Dizzy. Show me the Lotus
What
Dizzy.
are you talking
Lotus
about?
Raven. I mean, this works. I mean, this is a decent. I think like this is fine.
You're right.
I know Raven players like hate this matchup. I know Babaloo stresses about Leo players. I
Be
feel
for
like-
real,
I
you
feel
can like
Bridge-
counterpick about half the cast against Leo. That's probably not it though.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Bedman? Wait.
Yeah, his Lotus's Bedman is pretty good. I will say.
I didn't see them like switch. I thought they were still on Raven.
I also did not catch that. No.
Okay.
All right, but how does
Well-
Bedman get out of back turn? Oh, okay, I being and mashing 2P, of course.
Yeah. I mean, I would really call this a counter pick matchup, right? I would even be inclined to say that Leo can make this really scary for Bedman.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a pretty even matchup, right?
yeah, I guess. Nice mash on the minus frames.
All right, we've done 10 damage to Leo Lightning.
All right, show me the sauce. Show me the sauce.
Leo does not care about your cross up. Very funny though.
Yeah, you know, imagine not doing a true block string on Leo. You know, imagine leaving a gap. Nice
Not
round
even-
start. Nice 5k. Yeah, it does route into 6H. We do have a seal. Alright, well, I mean,
They're
That-
cooking.
that is one of the annoying things about fighting Jigs, right? Like, Jigs loves just standing still in stands and trying to, like, JD if you get close, right?
Backturn stands incredible in neutral, yet underutilized by a lot of players.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'd say incredible. It's annoying.
Okay, incredible for characters that have to interact, I guess. That's my experience with it.
Alright, well,
Oh!
nice. Gets a knockdown as well. Very cool. Yeah, just wants to avoid the flash kick. Just the zoning. Oh, what?
Alright, good luck.
Okay, I do like the Rekka 2 under the Task A Prime. You don't want to block that. You don't want to get the tree advantage.
I know the rhythm of
Okay.
these block strings are kind of obvious. Jigs is catching on.
And did you see that 5H anti-air? 5H once
Yeah.
again proving itself to be the best anti-air in the
It's
game.
so good. Ooh!
Name an anti-air better. Okay, what is Lotus switching to now? Show me the Dizzy. Show me the Lotus Dizzy.
Yeah, this Dizzy definitely a little bit better in this matchup, I'd imagine.
Show me.
Okay, we're going back to the Raven. that
Wait,
we
wait,
never
wait, wait,
saw.
hold on. What was? Wait, they only switched to Batman because Avery was in the Twitch chat telling
Let's
them
go.
Batman. So is that how we request new characters from Lotus? Just like type in Twitch chat, like exclamation point new character, and then like our character of choice.
Real.
Well,
That's not that orb is not touching.
yeah. That yeah.
Oh my
I think
god.
I mean there's a lot of excitement.
Blitz full screen.
Yeah, but it's a weak punish from Jig, so I don't think Lotus cares too much about that.
Again, an orb that is just not touching the opponent.
Listen, it's a zoning orb. It's a zoning
it's really
orb.
funny. All right.
Okay.
Nice,
Jigs has
yeah.
meter, but unfortunately, you can't use your meter when you're dead.
Good thing he's not dead yet.
Okay.
All right, block this. Oh man.
Damn.
Leo sticking out his big ass legs.
Yeah, I think pressing JH actually killed Jigs. I think if he presses a different button, he doesn't make contact with the needle. Alright, well. Lotus beam.
Nice fuzzy jump on the revive, but we're still stuck in the corner.
All that risk, too. But we're not gonna get to use it. Okay.
No, what? Stance? No, you just let the second hit rock. That's so right and very true.
Yeah.
If you have a multi-hitting normal, it's usually
Yeah.
better to just let it rock because
Yeah,
it's so
sometimes
much
like the
faster.
fastest thing you can do is just letting that second hit rip. I do that a lot. It works. Oh, no flash kick. No flash kick.
Yeah.
No, not your burst.
Just trying to keep it as burst safe as possible for as long as possible.
Yeah.
Which Raven has the ability to do. This character cannot be bursted. Outside of
Yeah,
Xrd.
it's difficult. His ground hurt boxes are very not very extended
No.
for whatever reason.
He's like Axel better, basically.
Yeah, you can say that.
Oh,
I can't believe that one whiffed, man. That one was
Touching. Cool punish.
okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Goes back as well. It's gonna be low damage, but it's still not a great position for Jigs. Still has to block this out.
Raven definitely a Lotus character, I'm realizing.
Why? Because you just do like long block strings that are also your combo.
Yeah, Lotus just really enjoys the momentum and then being right like twice in a round and it being over, right?
Why don't they just play Johnny then?
They do.
Yeah, but why don't they just like switch to Johnny?
Nah. If you come
Again,
to a
fumbling
10-plus-year-old game just to play top one, I don't know, man. Whatever makes you happy, I guess.
Alright. Yeah, Jakes has been fumbling a lot of the flash kicks underground orb, which is really unfortunate. And that one too!
That was insane.
Like, oh man.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh, wow, okay.
Had time, actually. That was surprising.
Ooh, doesn't
We
convert!
didn't confirm.
Oh no. I mean, we still have another 50 meter. Are we gonna get to use this?
A little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Chance?
Get the
Chance?
knockdown. Nice.
Chance?
Okay.
Okay, maybe no chance. No chance.
Yeah, I mashed afterwards.
Yeah, that's dead angle into all your momentum is completely gone now into his if jump. You know, not much you can really do anymore. And Lotus will take it 2-1. I mean the Bedman wasn't terrible. You know, it was an okay Bedman, I guess. Anyway, next up we're gonna have Judson versus Hyacinth. You know, Judson, our famous two sword style Ram,
Of course.
and Hyacinth. I don't know who she okay. Her rules in TXT say Leo,
Okay.
so we're gonna have another Leo. Have we?
As the
how many
Milia
Leo
just
matches?
pops up.
How many Leo matches have we had? Oh, never mind. It's Milia. Never mind. Her TXT rules are false. This is the
Yeah.
opposite of Leo. This is
The opposite of Leo.
yeah, it's the opposite of Leo.
Kind of true though.
I refuse to explain. All
I
right.
feel it. Oh my god.
All right.
Anime footsies.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I respect the burst. Get that out of the way early, but still stuck to the wall.
Nice walk up. Misses the route, unfortunately.
Yeah, gets knocked down though, and
Ow.
ooh, do you know how to deal with 2S, 2H?
If not, this is gonna be a short round, short game.
Yeah.
Nice
Okay.
crossover.
The knockdown. Uh-huh. Have pin back. I mean, this is still extremely winnable for Hyacinth. It's no longer winnable. My bad.
Yeah. Milia just
It
needs
is.
one,
Yeah.
and then to be right 4 times.
Yeah. You know, like if Judson I guessed wrong on that hair car,
Right.
you could be looking at a different round count, but yeah, Hyacinth not interested in blocking on wake up, getting counter hit instead. Okay. Oh,
Listen,
too
if
close.
you play a 10-plus-year-old game just to block on wake up, I don't know what to say to you.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Oh no. Do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again.
The knowledge
maybe
checks are coming out
Yeah.
so fiercely. I love it.
Yeah, Ram is definitely a character where you really have no choice but to just do your homework.
Yeah.
And you know, there's a lot that you have to get down when you're fighting this character, right? Like what strings that she does, like how to deal with her sword normal. She has so many knowledge checks at her disposal, and yep, that string goes into low or overhead, and the overhead's plus.
Yup.
All right,
Oh
and
no.
the sword JH is pretty spectacular normal, right? You know, and I think this works. Yeah. I always forget, like, does Calvados go away if Ram gets hit? And I guess the answer is no, right? It
No.
just stays out there, like,
It just keeps
like-
going.
like it's not dependent on the animation. You know, like the swords are no longer firing the beam, but the beam is still there, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
then-
you might be able to interrupt it early, but once it's going,
Yeah.
nothing.
All right, let's do some mix. The blitz. Hyacinth, I like how Hyacinth gets like the few chances Hyacinth has had to run the Milia game. Judson is just, I'm just gonna guess right, you know?
Yep.
No big deal.
denied.
All
Okay.
right.
No, that's so minus. You gotta take your turn there.
It's not that minus. It's not that minus. It's minus
like
4.
-4.
That's not super minus.
You're
That's not-
Milia. You just leave.
I mean,
You just super jump and leave.
okay. You're right, but like it's only -4.
My bad.
It might even be -5.
I thought
but
it was like
like-
-14. I'm not gonna lie.
If you IB it, it's -8. And I like Axel has to IB it, or else I don't get a punish, which is really annoying for me. But yeah, Judson takes it 2-0. You know, I'm thankful for Judson for giving me Calvados. You know, love
Yeah.
those. I'm a big fan.
Good
And I think
times.
that's it for round 2, right?
Yeah, that's it for the stream. I think some people are still playing. It looks like we have one match still going.
Yeah.
I really hope they started. Okay, they started 8 minutes ago, but they are 2 players that I think are relatively new, so.
Word.
In the meantime, we will not be pulling up the Sammy Fish tier list.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. That tier list was bad. How about the two of us make a tier
Uh-huh.
list, and it's gonna be way better than Sammy's tier list.
I made a first to 2 tier list after Combo Breaker.
First to 2 tier list.
Yeah, because I think it's like more culturally relevant than talking about some kind
Culturally relevant.
than some kind of perfect
Oh my
idealized scenario.
Cultural relevance. You know, the culturally relevant metagame of Guilty
Listen,
Gear.
if you don't want to be part of Xrd culture, you don't have to be. That's on you. That's fine.
No, I mean, it's not like I have a choice. I'm already
That's
here, right? No,
true.
it's like,
You've contributed.
yeah, I can't like cut myself out of Xrd culture. I'm kind of trapped. I'm not gonna lie. But okay, what? Give me the first to 2 tier list. Give me the first to 2 tier.
Yeah,
list.
I'll pass it to you in a sec. Hold on, I
Yeah,
gotta.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
doing 2 things tonight, so.
Uh-huh.
I'm commentating, and I was like, nah, I don't need a third tonight. I'll just commentate and call matches. It'll be fine. So far, it's been okay, but my brain is definitely a little bit overloaded.
There's only like 14 people. Though.
Right, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, like suck it up. Stop
Okay,
being,
man.
Stop being such an old baby about it. Like, come on. Just grow up. You know.
Yeah. I hadn't thought about it that way, actually, but that is pretty true. I often tell people to grow up, so maybe it's time to take my own advice.
Yeah.
Dude, how much do Cole and I fucking DM that I can't find this in like 5 seconds? Okay, there it is.
Okay, well, the next match is coming up. We have Zerker versus Faye.
Yeah.
So, Zerker is an ATL local. He's mostly a Strive player, but he likes playing Xrd. He enjoys Xrd. You know, not many games where you get to just press a zombie, right? And everyone cries that you pressed a zombie. And going up against Faye. So I think this matchup's fine. I mean, it's not like Kai particularly struggles, but he does have to adapt his Oki a little bit against Viking, right?
Right, the grinder just does not do
Yeah.
what you want it to do, because Viking can kind of leave or RBS
Yeah, like
around
she
it.
can interact with the grinder in ways that other characters cannot.
Yep, you don't get your
So-
like late air dash stuff, for example.
Right.
We're just watching the whole Viking intro. That's awesome.
This thing takes forever. I really, I it's a personal policy of mine. I just skip the Viking intro, man. Like, I don't care if they let me play my intro first. If it gets to the Viking intro, I'm skipping that. Like, Viking and Elfeld intros, they're getting skipped.
Yes, exactly.
They're honestly getting skipped. Alright. Nice, and oh, that was such a deep KH too. Yeah, and we're already seeing, you know, Azami against multi-hit projectiles. You know, it's the freest thing in the world. Alright, Havari.
Pretty standard Viking pressure, and then yep,
Yeah.
you pressed on my like -2
Yeah.
or whatever frames. So
Yeah. Having to rewire your brain for how Viking sort of changes the rules on how pressure works can be it's something if you're not used to it, but a good start from Faye.
yeah, I was gonna say they just decided not to throw a projectile out for Oki, which is good.
Yeah, like, just don't. Yeah. Oh, doesn't get an air throw, but still has a nice corner position. And you know, Faye has to fight their way out. Okay. Yeah, the falling gun flame, Shoutouts to Great Parent Man, but the combo drop. This is Faye's chance. This is actually Faye's chance. Oh, and as you can see, Zerker understands the real Viking mix, which is, am I gonna
Right.
Azamian wake up or am I gonna mash? And that was a mash. You
Or
know?
backdash against some characters. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
good against.
I mean,
Kai.
the guessing truly never ends.
Fun character to fight in a tournament setting.
Yeah. Oh, but drops a combo. Chance for Faye. Can still do this. Ooh, I don't know about maybe giving Zerker a little bit too much space, right? You know, you see Viking jump in the air. I feel like you should chase, right?
Right.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice.
No, I like the
yeah.
air throw. Yeah, that's what you should be doing. You know, you
Okay.
see Viking double jumping. You see any character double jumping, really. You should chase after them.
Yeah, Faye showing like at least a bit of familiarity with the matchup.
What a nice air throw from Zerker, and
For sure.
back in the corner.
No reaction to the done. Here we are. Goes for the reset. Could have gotten the knockdown, but. Oh
Yeah,
no.
ooh, too close.
Oh, not again.
And Zerker once again in a good position.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was a really late throw, but Faye was blocking.
Yeah. No. Object permanence rears its ugly head.
I mean, listen, it's like hovering above you. A lot of people would think like, oh, maybe I can just like fit in this jab. Maybe I can throw. The answer's no. The
Usually
answer's
not.
just no. People love to believe. Faye is a believer. Faye is a believer. What else can I say? Again, another drop from Zerker. Nice IB. That's how you get the guaranteed punish, so that you don't have to deal with the shenanigans. But yeah, sees the Azami on the CSE and doesn't want to deal with it. This might be a knockdown, but chases forward. A lot of meter on phase. But again, just maybe a little too nervous about engaging Baiken. And once again, Zerker in the driver's seat. No punish, but it's fine. Down 50 meter. But
Nice
again,
IB.
the IB.
True
And
punish.
nice. Guess is right. Guess is right on the Oki this time.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
I mean,
Oh,
that's unfortunate. That's just so unfortunate.
oh, nice!
Okay, wait. We're still.
Dude,
It was all part of the plan. It was all part of the plan. It was
these
just all
are
part of the plan. It was
gaming.
all.
This is a sneaker hit.
Yeah, like I think Faye was trying. Faye was just a baiting burst. It was just a burst bait.
These two are playing like they've played 1,000 matches together. It's really enjoyable. My favorite kind of Guilty Gear.
Honestly, like the impression I get is like they both. Like I get the impression like from the way they play is that they know how fighting games work and they play other fighting games but not
Right.
necessarily Xrd. So there's just like, so you can see like everything they do, like you can see what the intent is supposed to be, right? But they're just not always executing correctly, which is really funny. Or it's like they just yeah, like they understand like the rules of this game on paper,
Right.
and then when it comes to actually playing, they're just like, oh shoot, what was this rule again? Okay, there's the IB. Like yeah, like Faye is landing the IBs on the Roken Sogis. Like you have to be at least a little experienced to be able to do that consistently. And then like sometimes it's just like, oops, didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do
PRC.
that.
No.
That's unfortunate. And Zerker gets the air dash on the other side.
I want you to know, Fiery wrote in chat, I've been watching last week's VOD for 30 minutes on accident.
Wow. Did he play last week?
I don't know.
Like did he
I
like
was
see
not
himself?
around.
Did he see himself and was like, wait?
No, he said he got to top 8 and was like, what? Okay. Yeah. I guess Viking has a little bit of trouble actually punishing that because their buttons are pretty small.
Yeah. And she has
Nice.
like some weird gatlings too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh, holding it a little too long. Holding it for a little too long. Holding it for a little too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Alright,
don't know
well,
if even the uppercut would have like crossed up there, or if it would have hit, or what.
I think it would have hit Faye for sure. But
Okay.
I think Zerker was expecting like Faye to like run up or like maybe back away again. But Faye decided, I'm tired of running. I'm not gonna be a coward anymore. Huh? Nice conversion too. But yeah, Zerker's always going for the resets too, and at some point you just have to realize someone's not gonna fall for it, right?
Or you triple down and hope that
Or-
something works.
Oh my god.
Just brain
Okay.
destroy eventually. Oh man. That was like a really good spacing to have thrown out a Kai 6P, and we chose backdash, which is
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Lots of respect on the pressure here.
Yeah, I mean, Faye, yeah, being a little more aggressive. I do like this.
Not going for the kill with the meter though, like that's one of the situations where like, yeah, if you spend the meter and they burst, they're gonna have the meter advantage, but who cares? They spend burst and you have like a big life lead. You just gotta go
Yeah.
for the kill sometimes.
And Zerker will get his chance to do something.
Okay.
Yo, no ID this time.
Oh.
A little nervous about it, and the counter hit confirmed.
Distinct lack of stun dipper during pressure, by the way. Just
I
saying.
Faye's been doing it a little bit, but I feel like from what you've seen so far from Faye, they definitely prefer being a little more on the safe side. Right?
Yeah, being normal.
Okay.
Okay.
They're jockeying. We call this
Yeah.
jockeying. Yeah. They're just it's a horizontal projectiles versus vertical projectiles, right? You know.
Except
you-
one of them can just cheat.
I
Oh!
okay. Oh,
Okay.
that's a big whip. That's actually
Dance
a big
time.
whip. Ooh.
We're not blocking our dome.
Uh-huh. Nice,
We
yeah.
jumped
Just
that time, yeah.
yeah.
But like jumping
No,
into
and
Kai's
I-
loving arms is. Oh my god, no way!
Yeah, too far for the throw, so Faye was able to mash out.
No
No
kill!
burst hit from
Super!
Zerker. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Just super after that 2D, you would have been done. It would have been over.
Okay, we finally go for a knockdown. We've achieved knockdown.
Uh-oh.
Oh, goes for the throw again.
Super? Oh, that
Oh
OTP.
no. Alright. Can we get out of
We
this?
blocked it,
No
we didn't
punish.
punish.
No punish.
Okay.
The air throw though.
Okay,
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 we're
okay,
fine.
okay,
We're
okay.
fine. And you know what? Maybe that was part of the plan because Faye made that round last so long. They almost have burst back.
Yeah, all intentional.
Yeah, and you know, for people who don't know, you do get burst back faster if you're at low health. So
Yeah.
you know, it's just part of the plan. And they're looking really good this round right now. Zerker might have to consider burst soon, very soon.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
Okay, the anti-air.
TP? Yeah, I felt it, for sure.
Like, where do you
Oh
burst
my
though?
god.
Okay, maybe we don't need a burst. Maybe we
I would have
we
just
make
DP'd
a
again,
burst.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm sorry.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
Still can't get the knockdown. Okay. A lot of meter though. Ooh, Mr. Yosansen! Here comes Faye. Zerker still has a burst, but when is he gonna use it?
Nice block on the low.
I think it has to be a gold burst from Zerker.
I
Oh,
think
no!
it's death, yeah.
Mm,
Panicking getting hit by a projectile, I feel that.
yeah. It's kind of similar to that earlier situation of like when Faye lost because of the tatami hovering over their head, right? You know, you see the JD, and you know, it takes a while to start up. So everyone thinks to themselves, like, maybe I can just press a button and not get
Right.
hit by it. Except when you get counter hit by JD, you go flying 10 miles into the air, and you're very sad about it.
That shit sucks, yeah.
Yeah. Right, well, next we're gonna have Fiery versus Bridge. Jam Raven.
Yep.
Jam Raven.
Yep.
Jam Raven.
Yep.
It's Raven versus Jam.
It's like a 6-4, yeah.
It's Jam against Raven.
I'd say it's probably like a 6-4.
I mean, it's not like unlosable for Bridge. Like Bridge can do it. It is gonna be a
Yeah.
little tough though.
I think Raven's doomed for a long time about this matchup in the same way that Venom players do, where they're like, I'm not gonna lab, I'm just gonna take this fact that I lose the matchup and cry about it forever
Yeah,
and never do anything about it.
You had some emotions there about Raven and Venom players, huh? Like, you had something to say about them.
I think that we should all strive to do our best and love each other and be happy and have fun.
Is that what you were doing just now?
Yes.
Okay, I guess that's like I guess it's tough
I'm
love.
just
right?
saying-
It's tough love.
Ghost Bear will come to locals and I'll fight his Raven and I'll be like, damn, why is no one doing half of this shit right now?
Like
I fought
what?
PETA at Frosty's and I'm like, damn, this matchup's a lot harder if you do some of these things.
Like what?
Like what?
Like
be
what?
right. Like stance properly in neutral.
Far slash. the 2D. Oh, no baiting burst. Oh, Fiery can lose for this. Fiery can lose for this
For
very
sure.
easily. Oh, okay, maybe not anymore. Yeah, not
Yeah.
anymore. Yeah, Fiery manages to escape, avoids getting robbed. I mean, that
I'll
was
write
that was
my
a close first round.
dissertation about the matchup later if you want it,
Uh-huh.
for sure.
Ooh, takes off a lot of pink health from
Yeah.
Raven. But yeah,
So we
nice
do have the
glide.
excitement. Oh no!
Yeah, you know, Bridge usually is very consistent with that OS. Drops it this time, but still 10 excitement. 10 excitement. You know, a lot of things can happen when you have 10 excitement.
Oh my god. We
Yeah.
stanced 90% of what Jam has done this round.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, he goes past the
Raven's dash
close
is
slash
pretty
as
hard
well.
for Jam to actually deal with.
All right, get some Oki. Parry all of the hits. Okay, never
Nope.
mind. Coward.
It wasn't in a good spot. Yeah, nice.
It really wasn't. It really wasn't. It, you know, it's so annoying sometimes how like the ball just kind of hovers back there, and you can't like sometimes you can't even blitz it. But then if you stand up into it, you have to block it anyway.
Yeah. Oh, no burst on the card.
Yeah,
I definitely would have bursted on the card.
Maybe
no
Bridge
burst on the
doesn't believe
PK?
yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe Bridge is thinking that Fiery is a reactor. I mean, okay, but like Fiery has 100
True.
meter now, so does this really matter? Does this really matter? I think you're dead. You're not dead. My bad.
No, Raven's a little bit weird with PK, and
Oh, is he?
Fiery wasn't building enough Fiery.
What's so hard about it? You press P and then you press K.
Just
You
the
get a
way
crit.
that you have to juggle him a little bit higher than a lot of midweights because
then
of
you
the
press
way
P
his
and then you
body
press
droops
K.
down.
You
What?
just PK. You just do it. You just press P and K.
And so, because his hurtbox is so weird, he also falls weirdly in the air, where if you juggle him too high, the puffballs will just whiff. So he's a little bit of a freak. He has a good golden zone that you can PK him for.
I see.
But outside of that, it's rough. Alright.
I think the one thing going for Bridge and like in this player matchup at least is like the pace that Fiery plays is usually relatively slow pace, so at the very least it gives them more room to breathe. Okay, good start. Get some excitement. Alright, and now command grabs can be comboed off of.
Yep, he's just sitting there.
Yeah, like Fiery's a blocker. Fiery believes
Yes.
in is from the school of blocking.
Oh, goes for the hard link, but misses it.
Yeah, Fiery. Unfortunately, this also means that Fiery is also in the school of like jump forward, like don't autopilot a button. You know?
Right. Yep,
Or, yeah, I guess yeah. Fiery's a
this is
burst
too low.
reactor. Fiery's a burst reactor.
for sure. He started labbing it a couple months ago.
Really?
He pulled it out at Combo Breaker to good effect, so...
Okay.
Like, one of the bigger reasons that he killed Cole is Cole would burst points that are usually good against me, and then Fiery's just like,
I'll
I
react.
have good reactions. Yeah.
Alright. Another good start. Get your card.
Oh man, glide.
Ooh, wow, that parry P barely whiffed. It barely whiffed.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Good
counter
die.
hit. Gotta be careful about stun as well. Raven, very,
Yeah,
very low
goes for the
stun.
throw.
Yeah. Doesn't even get out, still in meter cooldown as well.
Yeah, that is,
And
that
the
is
wires seeing the 6H. OSing the throw. Right, well,
Whoa,
no more
whoa,
mistakes
whoa,
allowed.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Alright, you made a mistake.
Yeah,
Not even gonna bother bursting. And that's a 2-0 from Fiery. A slow 2-0, but
yeah.
still felt like he was in control for most of that set. Alright.
What? Where's the page?
Well, that's round 3 done.
Yeah, we're kind of schmoving.
Oh, it looks like Heartbreak Daisy has upset Lotus. What
Okay.
character do you think Lotus was playing? Do you think Lotus pulled up the Jacko?
Leo. No, I don't know. It's truly a mystery. It could be anyone. Who have we not had yet? It's been basically everyone at this point, so we're just gonna start doing repeats.
Yeah. I mean, what
Cricket.
we've done like 6 matches, so that's like up to 12 people, and there's like 14 entrants, right?
Yeah.
So far our 2 undefeated players are Daisy and Chaos.
Yeah. And here they are about to duke it out for us.
Are we calling them? Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, Millie and Faust. You know, it is a matchup where Faust has the tools to be right and kill her, but you know, step 1 is being right. You know.
Sorry, what'd you say? Being right?
Yeah, Faust has to be right. You know, he has the
Yeah.
tools to beat Milia, but you know, it comes with a caveat of must be right. You know,
Right.
you know,
Does she get
be,
like fun dust loop stuff on him in this game?
I wouldn't be
Or-
surprised, but I feel like Daisy tends to keep it simple, right? You know, just like get the pin knockdown, do the disc high lows. I don't know if I've ever really seen her do a lot of Secret Garden Oki, I'm gonna be honest.
Right.
It's just usually like the pretty standard disc stuff.
I have not seen this stage in a hot minute.
Nice.
Yeah. Yo.
Immediate burst as well. Oh, and okay, avoids the poison, which is nice.
Oh.
But yeah, okay. Chaos is currently correct. Has to hold his poison block string. Yeah, and Daisy's getting clipped by the frame traps as well. Ooh, and calls out Daisy for down backing. Can't kill though. Nice 6p. Yeah. The nice thing about that situation is like once Daisy air dashed, you kind of already knew where she was going to be, right? There was no more air options left. And the 5k, such a good button in this matchup. There's still meteors, but that's fine. You know, as
just
long
go
as
back to
Millie isn't
basic.
dead, anything can happen.
Exactly. It's like when you're jam and you charge a card and you're like, oh, I just got hit in the Oki for that, but I still have my card. Who knows what can happen?
Yeah, and then the 2k anti-airs as well. Like,
Yeah.
okay, good block.
Just go in.
Nice.
Yeah, just go in.
Uh-huh. Should I see a dead angle maybe? The blitz charge.
Whoa!
Okay.
Nice cross up.
Ooh, my cross up as well, but mid-screen Oki is not as good as the corner Oki.
No.
Yeah,
Faust
and
can
Chaos-
just kinda go.
Yeah, Faust is able to escape. A lot of meter, and that mini Faust is scary even for a character like Millie.
Yeah.
Nice adjustment to account for the mini Faust. Interrupting the scalpel. And that's game 1 to Chaos. He's looking very comfortable in this matchup. Yeah, just kind of understanding, like, having a good read on the behavioral patterns of Milia players, right?
Yeah.
You know, just like, not like, basically like everything that Chaos is pressing is pretty like low commitment, right? Like I feel like his main anti-ground option is, yeah, just like doing like low to the ground J2K, right? You know, he's not throwing out far slash, he's not throwing out 2H. If he thinks Millie is gonna run at him, J2K. And if he thinks Millie is gonna jump, well, he has like 10 different anti-airs. Nice.
It was kind of frustrating. Oh no. Well, we got
No
the pin
knockdown
back.
as well. Okay. Still
Yeah,
a lot of
Millia's
meter on
5K
Chaos.
Also, super cracked button. Underrated button.
Is it underrated?
5k, yeah.
Faust 5k?
Listen,
Isn't
no,
like
Milia
clearly?
5K.
I don't know. I consider it to be clearly very
Milia
good.
5k.
Oh my bad. I feel like that button's also clearly very good.
Yeah, but how many Milia players are there to talk about it?
Enough to where I wouldn't call 5k underrated.
Okay. My bad, my bad.
Okay, no dead angle from Chaos, which is really interesting. Gets clipped by the pin. At least he has his burst back. Probably doesn't care too much. Round start 5k as well. But yeah, oh, getting clipped once again by the scalpel, and yeah, Faust gets those lightweight combos. No knockdown though. But here comes Mini Faust. Be careful about how you jump. Yeah, good. Almost got the whip punish too. Oh my god, it's a scalpel. The scalpel's been giving Daisy a lot of problems. Nice. Yes. Get right under Faust. Alright.
Alright.
Nice. Yeah, I like the burst time to deny Millie at the pin, but she just gets back in.
Yep. Gotta be right if you want to stop her.
Can we kill? Oh no,
Super
Secret
kill.
Garden. Okay.
That's
No,
not
no,
first
no, no, no.
up,
Okay,
yeah.
it's fine, it's fine.
Okay. Let's go
It's
Daisy.
fine. Yeah. I think Daisy just had a better read that time of how like Chaos was trying to prevent her from getting in. So I think she was trying to focus a little bit more on like weaving her way through rather than just trying to force her way in, right?
Yeah. I can see
Okay.
it.
No
Are we
knockdown,
gonna
like the
get a
pin is still on
knockdown
the
at some
ground.
point?
I mean, there's no pin.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
There's once again the burst time to deny the pin. Ooh, went for the optimal combo, couldn't really get it.
Oh, no.
Nice. This is big damage.
Ow.
This won't knock down though. Yeah.
Still in the
So-
corner though. Hey, we got it.
No pin though, no pin. Chaos is on top of it. Chaos has put it off screen. Nice.
get the
and we have
knockdown.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they thought it wasn't. She thought it wasn't gonna knock down. That's why she backed off. I respect that. I respect that. I'll knock my. But this is
Oh,
okay. Maybe
no.
less good. Maybe less good. Oh, Chaos
She's so
bursts. Chaos bursts.
Yeah. Yeah, and just throw out the pin.
Oh,
Chaos is
I feel-
fishing for like a hit or two that he needs to close.
I feel
the
like that
round
might have
out.
been a frustration burst, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he did have 100 meters, so it's not like I don't completely like understand what he was going for, but it's still a big risk with that little life. And Daisy's kind of running it right now.
Yeah, we're fine with this, really.
Yeah, nice.
Oh no.
I like how she got rid of Mini Faust by air IDing it. That's one of the best ways of getting rid of it. Oh, and
Oh yeah.
oh,
Oh
drops the
god.
combo. Bounce her
Yeah,
box.
that link is pretty tight for sure.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah, can't burst
Nothing
there.
to be
Like
done.
he had to try bursting there, but yeah. I think my favorite adjustment that Daisy made this set was chasing like when Faust like kind of chasing down Faust in the air with JP, right? Because J2K has a nice like lower hurt box, but his upper body is still pretty vulnerable. So you just sort of jump after him and just press the P button. Just staircase him down to the ground or just throw pin. And then you can run your set play. And next we're gonna have
Lotus.
Lotus versus Spada. Lotus not
Lotus
picking
done
a sub
fucking
this
around.
time.
Wants to make top 8, so going back to Leo.
Yeah, and also just like it's just a good matchup, a matchup that he's extremely comfortable
Right.
with, or they're extremely comfortable with. Okay, nice blitz though. Yeah. Ooh, it's SeaWorld. Nice read. Are we gonna burst the Senga? No, okay. Gonna take their chances. Yeah, has to burst there though, and Espada not in the worst position, yeah. We're just gonna run the set play again. This time Lotus does have 50 meters, so we might see like a flash kick RC, right?
Unless it gets eaten. Nice.
Oh,
Could be.
goes for dead angle instead, and yeah, Spada punishes it. That's the first round to him. Alright. What a round start though. Nice. Yeah. I like how Espada is clearly not interested in running into Leo buttons. He's just trying to be as annoying as humanly possible, right?
Yeah.
Gets caught, nice air to air, and now you have to guess.
The fuzzy
nice,
blocks.
blocks it, but the last
No,
hit.
you can't.
Okay, making good use of blitz.
Again.
He's a big 6K fan.
Yeah.
Oh no,
No, definitely
Yeah.
not. I'm sorry.
a little too greedy. A little too greedy. You were almost correct. You were almost correct. All right. Once again, mission: be as irritating as possible. You know, don't engage with the Lion Man. Okay. Well, the Lion Man has taken the fight to you. Okay.
Yep, just stay in that range. Eventually you'll win if you just keep doing this. We have decided to go in. We've decided to use meter.
Yeah.
Rip.
Oh, yeah, a little too close for that summon too. Being in counter hit state like that. The 5K match.
Either incredible recognition or a May player moment. Who's to say?
I don't know. I feel like whenever I play Espada, I'm just like, how could you possibly think of doing this? And then I watch him play other people, and the same thing always works to like other people. I'm like, I just think to myself, I'm glad it's not just me, you know?
Right.
I'm glad it's just Espada being nice rather than just me like being too easy to read or something. He does it to everyone, you know. No one's immune,
No.
you know. You can
Oh
think
my
that's
God.
the beautiful thing about fighting games, right? No one's immune.
No one is immune.
No one
That's
is
true.
no one is truly immune to shenanigans. Nice, and I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know, If we ever had to play RPS with aliens to save the world, I'm
Uh-huh.
voting for Espada.
Yeah, Espada would be up there for me.
Like Espada is like, I would trust Espada to save our planet.
I don't know. I think Apollo is definitely up there on my list now after watching his performance at the last local.
Apollo and Espada can play each other for the right to save Earth. You know.
Even though you beat Apollo. But you
Well,
did get taken to the reset.
Yeah, I did. I get taken to the reset. Yeah, why didn't you mention me? Why didn't you mention my name? Why do you?
Because Apollo fought way harder in that video than you. That's all. Apollo
What are you
had
talking
to
about?
do a lot of
fighting.
rounds.
I was fighting for my life. I was fighting for my life.
Yeah, it's true.
Whatever.
But also,
Alright.
Apollo beat someone out. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
what the fuck
huh?
are we doing?
I mean,
There is like a really cheeky restand you can get there, but
yeah, you know.
we
I
went
mean,
for it. It looked like Lotus decided too late to go for it.
Yeah. I know the feeling, right? Where you're just like, oh, like you get like this situation that almost never comes up, and then you think to yourself, wait, this is that situation that never comes up. What was I even supposed to do here again? And then you just forget. All right. Well, that's it for round 4.
Nope.
Or what?
We have two people that just have not been able to connect to each other for the last
Oh.
like 10 minutes, so I'm just telling them to join stream chat.
Oh, well, that's well. I mean, should we just make them play RPS?
Maybe. It is pretty. Let me see. Everyone else is done, right?
Yeah.
Everyone else is done. I'm gonna make it first to 1 because everyone else is waiting on y'all.
Damn. The decree, huh?
Yeah, I mean that's just how it is sometimes. I want to keep things
Yeah.
moving.
Well, let's look at our standings. So yeah, our only undefeated player is Heartbreak Daisy of the Holy Order,
Gaming.
and our 2-3-1s are Fiery and Chaos. All right. Anyway, let's go back to the first to 2 tier list. You know, tell me more about the first to 2 tier list.
I posted it in commentators.
Really?
Why? Hello?
Okay, hold on. Kings and Queens are first to 2.
Yeah.
Slayer, Heihyun, Leo, Elfelt, Johnny. Heihyun, huh?
Yeah. Heihyun, like, literally 2-shots people. And when she's not doing the combos that 2-shot you, she's doing looping projectile Loki. I'm just saying. Good luck, idiot.
Whatever. Anyway, we're gonna do our quick first to 1 versus BZ Choi and Zerker. Okay.
For the throwing items.
Yeah. Oh, did Zerker try to do anti-air cavalry for Faust? Oh no, we have meteors too. Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Good
Nice.
dealing with it.
Does Strive have meteors? Does Strive Faust have meteors?
Yeah.
The BZ Choi tried to do Doctor Copter and it traded. Oh man. Alright. Zerker, please do a knockdown. Please do a knockdown. I'm begging you.
We're vibing. We're vibing.
Okay. At least he's winning. At least he's winning. Okay.
I love the full send on the air dash. That's so
Yeah.
true.
Dude, the funniest thing I've ever seen in this game was, back when Zanak still lived in NA, like the funniest thing I've ever seen was him doing ID wires against Faust. It was so funny.
That does
Like,
sound good.
I don't think it accomplished anything, so just like looking at it, like it's just like, bro, what are you doing, dude? Ooh, ouch. Well, looks
Will
like
we get a knockdown? Let's
Yeah?
go.
is that meaty.
Nice
Nice
wow.
blocks. Okay. I'm gonna say BZ Choi was up backing. I'm gonna say. BZ
Yeah,
Choi.
I am gonna call that a fuzzy for sure. Fuzzy block.
Fuzzy
Alright,
block,
GG's.
yeah. All right. Well, that's it.
Yep. Good set.
Sorry, BZ Choi, but the internet has the routing and North American routing has decided that you are the loser this time.
Yeah.
You know, not much you can really do about that. All right, and we can finally move on to round 5.
Round 5, the last round of Swiss.
Alright, let me go back to this. Get knocked down equals lose a round.
Yep.
Dizzy, Milia, Raven,
Yep.
Ram Kai. Raven Kai, huh?
Yep.
Often. I don't think Raven is a knockdown lose round sort of character.
I think you're wrong.
Okay. I'm not here to argue. I'm just gonna observe. Need to take risks and or condition opponents to succeed in offense, neutral, or defense. Soul Jam, Venom, Chip, Biken, Faust Answer, Mason.
So I have changed this a little bit to add like a separate tier for Biken, Faust, and maybe Soul.
I think you've all. I don't know about putting Venom here. I feel like there should be, you know, I feel like this is putting too much stock into characters that have messed up Oki and not enough into characters that just like don't have to commit super hard neutral.
Yeah. But have you
I guess
considered that
That's
if
the,
you're
that's
right?
the Xrd meta. That's the Xrd meta.
That's what I'm
the meta
talking
now.
about.
The meta game. The
Exactly.
meta game. The meta game. The meta game. We have Hyacinth versus Jigs.
Yep.
All right. Well, does Hyacinth? Oh wow! Turbo fall into the H boom. Okay. Well, you know, I don't know if Hyacinth has ever been ever had taken a visit to the Jigs dimension before, but welcome. You know. You know, this is the world of Leo. This is the world of Leo White Fang. Yeah, I see like Hyacinth try to do wake up 4H against Leo. Good luck with that. I mean, it works sometimes, but not against Spectrum P or K. And yeah, this is looking
Yeah.
yeah. But okay, nice smash.
Still a
Yeah.
chance. Gotta give it a knockdown. Okay. Well, going for
Okay.
that route, I like it.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Immediate dead angle. Into the burst? I mean, you have to. I guess you have to. Yeah, and I mean, sure, but yeah, doesn't really do anything. Yeah, Leo, another character where you have to do your homework on this character.
Yeah,
right? You have
I'd
to
say
go-
this like we know Amelia versus Leo is a very strong matchup for Amelia, but I
Yeah.
mean, that's predicated on the fact that Leo doesn't get to play the game. So if you give Leo the chance to play the game, you better know how to deal with him. And I mean, he's definitely a character. It takes a little bit of work.
I mean, yeah, it's just like labbing defense specifically against. this
And Jigs is definitely the player who will make sure you've labbed, you've done your homework. Like, you know,
Yeah.
he's going to put you in that Jigs dimension.
Okay, good start though. We'll get a knockdown. We'll get a disc. The pin is on over there though, which is really awkward. You pick it back up at least, but yeah. Oh, okay. We have not been deterred from doing 4H, I guess. We're still not deterred from doing 4H.
Well, if you're not getting frame trapped, but I mean, Millie does not have a lot of life to play with, so it's definitely risky. Jig's not with a bunch of life on his own, so you know, one knockdown could be all it takes.
Oh yeah, and Hyacinth, once again, I think going for the 4H smash, but Leo's a little too far away for that. And that's set point for Jigs.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Hyacinth, like, Jigs didn't have any meter. Hyacinth was still over-respecting the flash kick there. It's kind of like, definitely have to consider what my opponent's options are, and, like, you got all this
Yeah.
meter, you might as well press the advantage.
Yeah. I think, like, a lot of people, like, get really scared of, like, getting hit by DPs, but if you get hit by a flash kick, if he doesn't have meter behind it, the knockdown he gets is pretty plain, right?
And I
Like,
think that comes also to, like, learning how do I fuzzy timing my way to defend out of Leo back turn Okizeme, because if you don't know how to do that, like he'll probably get some form of back turn Okizeme off of it. But yeah, Jig's just gonna close this out with the super and
Just Leo things, just Jigs things.
yeah.
Alright. Alright, and then we're gonna have our last match.
I mean, great news for Hyacinth. There's plenty of footage out there of Amelia versus Leo. Just look up White Beast on Replay Theater and plenty out there to watch. So, but yeah, last match of round 5 here, Faye versus BZ Choi. So we did get to see a little bit of BZ Choi in that 1-to-1 kind of ad hoc match here, but now they'll actually get a proper set. against Faye, who we saw earlier.
Alright. Hopefully these two are able to connect. I mean, I'm assuming them being in the same lobby means they can, right? Yeah, we can only hope.
オペが必要ですね。安心してください。保険証は
Alright, well, Kai Faust. Annoying matchup for Kai, honestly.
Yeah, this is
Faust-
like notably one of Kai's bad matchups, which is rare for him to have.
But, you know, it
As
turns
much as
out
Kai
it's
players
hard.
say otherwise.
It's hard to play solid footsies in neutral against a character that also has really solid footsie normals, and also is like can be almost impossible to anti-air if he so chooses, right?
Yeah, I mean, Kai has a unique issue in that, like, because Faust has that crawl, he can actually get under the charged stun edge Okizeme. He can actually get it under all of Kai's air to ground buttons. But I mean, Faye right now has the knockdown, has the momentum behind them.
What a counter poke on this with the 2S. Alright, throw some more items, throw some more items, throw some more items. Stop jumping, throw more items. Oh, I think they tried. Okay.
I mean, that is the allure of getting items out there on the field, is that you will immediately force your opponent to kind of react and play a different game of what's happening here. So, yeah, definitely as a Faust player, more items you get out, and more items you get out, the better chances you have of getting something strong. So
He's trying to air dash, but Faust air dash is not it. One of the few things about Faust where you can say is it's genuinely bad. Right?
no, you say this, but I fight Elven Shadow enough.
Oh come on. Not even Elven Shadow can convince me that.
You're mashing Benton regardless, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, what else am I supposed to do?
Block?
I do that.
I don't know. I saw you versus Fiery or Apollo. I'm getting my children mixed up. Sorry.
Yeah, too many of them. Too many of them.
But I really do. Anyway, Faye takes game one there. BZ Choi having a little bit of issues, looks like, getting back to the neutral game. And once Faye gets that momentum going, a little bit hard for BZ Choi for them to get back to a stable state.
Yeah, I don't mind BZ Choi throwing out all these pokes, but at least cancel them in the item toss, really.
Yeah, I mean, item toss pretty safe, like, pretty hard to deal with.
Yeah, and that mini Faust saved your life there. Just keep throwing items, yeah? Bomb?
Yeah, so BZ Choi, if you do get the chance to watch this, like, kind of like the RPS is like you throw out the item so much, and like, yeah, sure, they can punish you if you throw out the item by pressing a button, but that's when you just cancel the pogo instead, and you get a big counter hit. So it's kind of like the RPS there. It's found.
There's black hole. It's gonna ruin the combo. Yeah, more items, more items, more items, more items. Okay, I think that was an item toss attempt. Yeah, that's fine. Slow things down. Ooh, yeah. Got frame trapped by Thunderfur. Okay, going my way. This knocks down. But no item toss again. I wonder if they're just messing up the quarter circle.
I have seen a number of 6Ps come out that would make a lot more sense to be an item toss.
Oh yeah, and you can't throw out items when you have food out.
So yeah, that is the unfortunate thing. If there's items out on the field, you can't get a second one out. So
yeah, like food specifically, you have to wait until it completely vanishes.
and there's somebody eats it or disappears. Yep. Oh,
Yes.
blows himself up.
Yeah.
And the 5D reversal just doesn't work out, unfortunate. Yeah.
Right. And that should be it for
Yeah, so we got some off-stream matches that are still coming in, but Faye takes that 2-0 over BZ. Looks like we got a number of off-stream matches coming in. So I am getting those reported as I can.
Let's see. Has Daisy protected her perfect record?
Daisy versus Fiery going on right now. That one I'm going to say is probably pretty tough for Daisy. That matchup is notably rough for Melia players. Avery versus Espada going on. And also we have Cool Blue Wolf 11 versus Zerker happening as well. So it looks like Espada just wrapped up 2-1 over Avery. I'm sure that was a good match. Kind of sad we didn't get to watch that on stream. Looks like Zerker and Blue Wolf are finishing up. we are just waiting for Daisy versus Fiery, which honestly I'm not too surprised that match is taking the longest. With the way that matchup goes, that should take a while. It's either going to be fast or it's going to take quite a while. So the fact it's taking a while is possibly good for Daisy here.
Yeah. It means you're not you're not exploding into
Yeah.
a million pieces.
Yeah, typically the way Gem versus Amelia goes is either Amelia plays very patient and runs circles around Jam and does her best to get that one good knockdown and loop that Okizeme, or she gets counter hit by 6H, and that's the alright next round. I'm sorry. Fiery takes it 2-1 over Daisy, going to finish up into our top 8 here. So that finishes up our Swiss portion of the bracket. All 35 matches have been placed, which means we can now finalize the standings here. So I'm just looking here just to make sure we don't have any tiebreakers, and it looks like we are safe this week from that tiebreaker. So in top seed will be Heartbreak Daisy, despite losing that set against Fiery. Winning that one game against Fiery did leave them up in the game count. Fiery will be second seed, followed by Lotus, then Jigs, and then 5th through 8th seeds will be Abridge, Chaos, Espada, and Avery. So let me finalize these standings, and we will move on to our final top 8 top cut.
All right.
So up first, we're going to have all matches will be on stream here. So we'll have Daisy versus just Avery. So yeah, Daisy did end up going 4-1 in Swiss version, but because they were able to take that one game on Fiery in that last set, they were able to keep top seed over it, which means that Fiery's going to have to face off against Espada. So actually really important that they were able to take that one game.
All right. Well, Amelia Bedman.
Amelia Bedman, I can't imagine this is a good matchup at all for Bedman.
No. No.
I think I remember Dane telling me this might be actually be Bedman's actual worst matchup.
Like we already saw Daisy get a lot of mileage out of like running at Chaos and pressing JP, and I imagine you could do something similar to Bedman, right?
Yeah, Bedman generally likes to be in the air, but doesn't like being contested, and also like he's very big and slow in the air, and like kind of how are you going to stop Amelia from just super jumping to the top of the screen and throwing a pin at you, you know? So
I mean, if he's able to get pins out, if he's able to get seals out, that can help a little bit. But already Daisy's in. Okay, Avery escapes the Oki. Okay, but there's a lot of anti-air task C. Okay. In the tech task B, yeah, Avery does not want to give any momentum at all to Amelia, and for good reason.
yeah, I was going to say, I think that's kind of the way you want to play this matchup, is just force as many scraps as you can and not let Amelia get a clean hit on you. So that gives Daisy the chance to kind of make that adaptation, though, and just play a little bit safer. Ooh, the forward dash covers the 5D.
2P mash, are you kidding me? Oh, misses the throw, though, has to use their burst. That can't feel good.
Oh, Kai, are you back?
Yeah.
All right, I will hand over commentary back to you because you are watching this live instead of on a several second delay.
Did Avery just 6-6 past the 5D? Nice air throw, okay. This might not knock down, yeah, too lightweight, but still gets the seal. Yeah, forces a burst from Daisy.
Are we in top 8? Sorry.
Yes, this is top cut now, yes.
Top eight, top eight. Yes.
The girls are fighting.
Okay. Nice person. Avery has been so good about. Yeah. Yeah, Avery has been doing a really great job of just like not letting Milia rain the skies for free, right? And one of the best ways to do that is with air throw. So yeah, that's the first game, and a lot to think about for Daisy here. What will she do? I think we didn't really see a lot of air-to-air interactions in that game, right? Yeah, she tried a little bit. Okay. Ooh. too, but again, it's like these little tiny mistakes from Daisy. Avery is just milking them for all they're worth. Daisy doesn't skip the corner, does pick pin back up. Has to be, yeah, Avery has to be careful, yeah. There's a 6-6. Okay. Nice. Gets a double throw and set play time. Okay, Avery almost got out of that. That was really pretty crazy. Okay.
We're going to the corner with this one.
Yep.
We're getting hit
Walk
low.
low. No pin though. Didn't pick up the pin, so there
Yeah, we're
won't
not
be a
going.
knockdown. Okay. And gets the burst from Daisy. That's a big win. If they can get more. Oh, the whiff. Yeah. The moment they whiffed that 3H, yeah, they had to spend the last meter they had trying to protect themselves, and it just wasn't enough. Okay. Okay. Knockdown? No knockdown, no knockdown. Okay. It's a frame trap, and yeah, no more burst on Avery. This is food. This is food
Yeah.
for Mira. But still,
Yeah,
no knockdown. Yeah,
Expected
has
to
to.
roll.
Yeah, Avery not really recognizing that it can be hard for Amelia to get knockdowns off on standing hits. With the scramble. That was she crossed up the super input. There was no way Avery was actually trying to do reversal task C. That was just a super input flub. Alright, and they tie it up 1-1. Could go either way. Yeah. I think this time like Avery was just behaving a little bit more on defense, right? Yeah, like there we go. Catching Daisy being a little bit too greedy on her offense. This is the air throw, and yeah, just like that one mistake, Melee can just press 6-6 and go under everything. I think that's a really understated part of this matchup because Amelia's run animation is really, really low to the ground, right? So she can run under like TK Task A pretty easily. And there's a crouch, there's a confirm. It blocks, but doesn't block the next overhead, doesn't block that overhead either. 6-6.
Oh no.
Yeah, not a clean punish from Daisy, but it's fine. We're just gonna frame trap into Digitalis, get the kill that way.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, and Avery not respecting the Digitalis strings either. I feel like they've gotten caught by Digitalis a lot. And set point for Daisy. Yeah, again, just run under the task A. It's not a safe projectile to throw. Not in this matchup. Still though, yeah. Again, like Daisy's just there. The ground movement. That's all you need. And the Digitalis again. Oh man. This is a punish. A weak punish though. No knockdown either.
Okay.
Forces the burst from Avery. Avery has meter to play with, but gets clipped by the pin. Yeah, that's not gonna save you. Okay, no pin on Daisy, so a bit of a reprieve for Avery, but look at all that meter that she has. And again, the Digitalis! What is Avery trying to do?
Whoa.
Oh man, that was crazy.
Yeah.
It's a throw.
Punch on the line to throw. Yeah,
Yeah.
goodbye.
Yeah, it has to burst, but it's looking pretty
Sure.
bleak. We do have a lot of meter.
What do you mean?
Maybe
How far through
something
even?
can happen. No
Whoa.
way.
Whoa.
And the sheep is gone. The sheep is gone too.
I respected it. We're doing it again, right? With the other 50 meter we have? Oh.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think a big thing for Daisy was just she stopped being super sloppy with her offense, right? Because Avery was pressing 6-6, Avery was pressing jab, and all that stuff, and she just tightened up her offense just a little bit to where Avery wasn't really able to score him out anymore, and that was it. That was that. Alright. Sorry about Hemi Jack. Oh man, that
I
was
love it.
unfortunate. Anyway, we're gonna move on to our next match. We're gonna have A-Bridge versus Jigs. These two run into each other a lot in netplay tournaments, and
Yeah.
I think it'd be easy to think that oh, Bridge just dominates this all the time, right? But Jigs does have wins against them. Something about the something Jigs I mentioned, right?
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
one word. Okay, a bridge. Sorry.
A bridge.
Look at the Steam name. Look at
Yeah?
the Steam name.
What about it?
I'm just gonna say bridge. You know what? Like,
You can just say bridge, because
I'm going to say bridge. I'm leaving out the A. The A is not there.
Cupridge is not Cupridge and hasn't been for like a year, so.
I mean, I
like,
know, but like, I mean, whatever,
Yep.
whatever. I hate Raven players.
Yep.
Oh my god, did you see it? That's nice 2H.
Okay. Oh
Okay,
yeah.
you get the
Just
throw.
not confirming TK's S tonight.
Okay, Bridge still has to guess though. Nice blitz though. Alright. Yeah, but not a meaty disc and the best anti-air in the game. You know,
Yep.
the best anti. There's nothing better than 5H.
Yeah, Raven going into glide and seeing Leo wind that up must be the worst feeling.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh, and tried to mash too.
We're
We do
not
have
down,
burst
we got-
back.
Oh man.
Man, we have to use it there, but okay.
Yeah, Jake's has just been really right so far for the most part. So.
So looking good for bridge here.
Yep.
Has meter as well. Man grab. Oh no!
Really?
Uh-oh. Oh, but no confirming the sweep. I think
We
bridge
lost.
boxes.
Yeah.
Still plus though.
Whoa. Nice.
Okay, I mean that's one way to get excitement, right? But now it's looking
Sure.
dangerous.
Whoa.
That was backdash YRC. Yeah, that
For
was an attempt at
sure.
backdash YRC and didn't do the job, unfortunately. I mean, yeah, that's Shiggs taking game 1. Yeah, just I guess the defense, right? I think I'm not really sure what the plan is for bridge on defense. Maybe there isn't a plan. Who knows?
Sometimes there isn't an in-depth plan. You're just kind of like,
Yeah.
if I get put there, I'm a gamble, and if it doesn't work,
Yeah.
GG's.
Okay, and already using the burst as well.
Nice. Pretty smart.
Yeah, but
Denying the
has to
throw.
use YRC for that too, and for very little reward. So Bridge is
Yeah.
not going to get the meter back anytime soon. And here comes Jigs. You're in the Jigs dimension. You have no meter
Yeah.
to save you.
We're
Okay, you
trying
have
to
now.
fuzzy jump out of back turn.
But yeah,
It's unfortunate.
yeah,
if
probably
you
try.
want to jump out of back turn, you have to FD a lot more generally.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe Bridge is playing the stockpile meter, right? But at the same time, it's just not really. It's not quite working out at the moment. Okay.
But hey, we're making Leo lose charge over and over again in the corner right now, so something's
Yeah.
not right.
And we have
Yep.
excitement too. Yeah, there we go. We get some
Nice.
good Oki out of this as well.
Good blocks. Good
Jigs
blocks.
guesses correctly. A lot of meters
Whoa.
still on Bridge.
Yeah, died.
Okay, and this is pretty, yeah. And it's okay to use burst. It's okay to do super here because Jigs is probably gonna get his burst back anyway, so you're not too worried about that.
Much.
Yeah, and that meter is not being transferred over to the next round.
Do something stylish, poke him a bunch, get the hits in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Do you think that's super stylish?
I think it's neat. I don't know, maybe stylish is the wrong word. It's pretty. It's cool.
You're gonna see a burst.
Yeah.
Pretty
Nice
safe spot to burst
6P.
to. And good conversion. Yeah, 6 excitement. That was a dangerous move. That was a dangerous.
No.
The mash. Okay, we
Mashing
have a
on
dead
a
angle.
hit.
We have a dead angle. We have,
No.
Okay. We won't see any
What
of it.
dead
Just-
angle? We're not allowed. We're not allowed to have dead angles here.
That's just the Leo classic, right? You miss the you see the first parry and you're like, okay, I can punish this idiot, right? And then you fall for the second one.
I forgot to call the next match.
Anyway, I'll consider that karma for Bridge giving me shit about their name. So yeah, good job, Jigs. You know, Jigs maybe look good there. Yeah, I'm very thankful for
Yeah.
him. And next up
Leo
we're gonna
White
have
thing.
Fiery Espada.
Yep. This is a little bit of a classic matchup as well.
I mean, I don't know. At some point, you know, we can't. We have so many of these net play brackets that all of these people enter all the time, to the point where like we just can't call everything a classic, right? Not everything can be a classic.
It's a classic.
What's classical about it?
They've played before a few times.
Okay, that's not enough to make it a classic.
Lazy.
You know?
You're a negative person.
I am. I am.
It's
That's-
fucking.
that's-
It's that clip from Family Guy where Chris is like, "Why are you so fucking negative all the time?" And then Stewie's like, "Oh damn, dude, I didn't realize I was being like that." You know what I'm talking about? You
I
ever
don't
watch
watch
Family Guy, Lazy?
I don't watch Family Guy.
That's
it's not.
insane.
I mean, like I've seen some Family Guy episodes on TV, but I don't go out of my way to watch Family Guy to the point where like I can't make references to Family Guy episodes, right? Like I can't like talk to someone. And be
Lazy
like, hey,
is
remember that
not a
episode?"
Family Guy funny moments enjoyer.
That's really.
I'm not.
upsetting to me.
I'm
Can we
not.
get a replacement for commentary, please?
You know what, Oxy, you go. You know, I'm tired of this shit.
Bye, Lazy.
Go Oxy, go Oxy. What's happening, Oxy?
Well, we
going
got
on
the
screen?
Spada just absolutely trying to make space and just being unable to keep Fiery out.
Yo,
What else? What
Yeah.
else, Oxy? That's it.
You're putting me on the spot.
That's all you. That's the only insight you can offer.
Lazy, I'm not cut out
That's
for this.
great. See, he's so negative. He's
That's why
not
I'm
even
here.
giving you a fair chance. He's trying to
That's-
stress you
that's
out,
why
make
I'm
you
here.
have
That's
a
why
bad
I'm here.
time.
That's why I'm here. Fiery cleans up a spot around 1. That's why I'm
Yep.
here. That's why I'm paid the big bucks by TXT. You know, the big bison bucks. You know.
Oh my god, ow.
Yeah.
Most damaging two-hit combo.
Uh-huh.
Off we go to the corner. Yeah. We know Fiery's a blocker, so he will just sit there for stuff like that sometimes.
Honestly,
Really
I think
good
Espada.
stress.
I think Espada didn't even need to do the 6H YRC. I think he just
No.
could have done OHK again.
Could have just walked up.
Unfortunately, Fiery does get the PK. No puff, but
No puff puff from that one.
yeah, not lightweights, I guess.
Yeah,
There's
May's
the-
weird. I'm not gonna talk about it. It's boring. For people who don't care. Nice reaction.
Yep.
This one would have worked. He could have killed, maybe. But
Yeah. Tell me more about jam combos.
no, so he could have killed there if he juggled just a slight bit. So, okay. So May's hurt box is really annoying. She lifts her feet up, but only after a few frames. So you have to juggle her preemptively height-wise to where her feet are gonna raise up really late, and then you core 6P. and
That's
the
so
PK
interesting.
usually.
That's so
Yeah,
interesting.
I told you no one cares unless you're a jam player. Like that's just how it is. But I hope to see more 2S's from Fiery because he hit 2S. Yeah, 2S like kind of owns May's buttons on the ground at a specific range because they do extend their hurt boxes first.
6K again. One more time.
Just one more
You know,
6K and it'll be over.
One more 6K. One more 6K, bro. One more 6K.
Yeah, and charging Gekurin against May is very good for routing purposes because her Jam's 2D just goes into Ryujin for free without needing to like band-aid it with split kicks, which isn't possible at certain ranges and stuff like that. So you just like have really consistent conversions and damage on May, and you kind of beat her on the ground and in the air. So good luck.
Ooh, Fiery tried to press 4H, I think.
Yeah,
Doesn't quite work out.
he's respecting this shit so much. It's so funny.
I mean, listen,
Wow.
we all know, like, I've talked about it already, we all know the feeling of getting robbed by a Espada, right? You know, it feels
Oh, for
bad.
sure, for sure.
Yeah,
The
no,
best
and then he
thing
gets-
you
and he
can
gets rocked
do if a
anyway.
spot is chilling is to also chill. Because
Like-
if you overextend, you'll just get bonked. and
Like,
die.
like, legitimately, I don't trust myself to play RPS with Espada, because I feel like I always lose.
Yep.
Like, the only way I beat Espada is by refusing to play RPS with him. Like,
Nice air,
he's
bro.
running after me, he's shouting like, rock, paper, scissors, and I'm just like running for my life, man.
He was chilling that round, Nama. He was just throwing projectiles, vibing.
He's chilling now, look at all this blocking.
This is the longest I've ever seen him block in my
He's dead,
fucking
he's just
life.
dead. He's not dead, never, my bad, I cursed it.
Alright, don't get made.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. No,
Okay.
yeah.
Dead angle. Still uses all the meter for that. Okay, never mind. It doesn't
Nice.
matter in the end.
Yeah, May has a bit of a hard time doing OP on Jam. For
Ooh, the
obvious
conversion off of R
reasons.
slash?
Yeah, ow.
Okay.
Ow.
That's very painful, but
Hard
yeah,
hitting
that's the annoying
DP.
thing. Yeah.
Kind of have to
Okay.
sometimes.
Nice.
And Fiery is finally adapting his Oki a little bit, noticing that his spot has been waking up earlier than he expected and kind of mashing on him. There's the 2S
Yeah.
again. It's so good. So good.
And look at all that
Yep.
meter on Fiery. This won't kill, but One more touch, I think. Should be the-
Definitely. Uh-oh, that's gonna hit. Yeah. No tech. Goodbye.
Yeah. And that's Fiery taking it 2-0. Okay.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
And next, we're gonna move on to our final quarterfinal match, which is gonna be Lotus versus Chaos.
So we're not gonna run that yet,
We're
in the
not-
hopes that Chaos's power comes back.
Oh,
So
it lost power? Are you serious?
yeah.
That's wow. That's
Yeah, we'll see what happens. If he's not back by the end of this match,
Well,
we'll just call it. But
that's
it's
a little
unfortunate.
sad. You know, they have a fun Faust to watch. You know, they have a lot of cool tech, cool combo routing. But you know, it really be like that sometimes. You know. I wanted to see what character Lotus would have picked to fight Faust. Actually, it probably would have still been Leo, right? I'm pretty sure Lotus is comfortable with that matchup.
Oh shit! Chaos says we're good. Okay.
Oh, okay, okay.
They just didn't let me know.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's fine.
is he in stream chat or something, or is he DMing you, or what?
DMing.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right, all right, all right.
They're managing themselves. They're figuring it out. It's fine.
What does Lotus think about Leo versus Faust? Maybe they
I
think it's
have
fine.
never
If
heard
they're
them
they're
talk
playing it
about
out,
it.
maybe they think it's fine. You know, who knows? But yeah. This will be interesting. Let's see if we can learn something new about this matchup. Meteor. First I did meteors, you know. First I did meteors, and yeah, that was a good flash kick. Like the latest possible flash kick, right?
Okay.
A
do
lot
like
of
the
2P from
ranges
Chaos.
people are playing at right now, but
Yeah. It's Leo time though. You gonna see a dead angle? Yeah, dead angle bait, but no punish.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Not even the cross up. That's so funny.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah, and Chaos getting a little ran over right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the neutral was looking fine, but as soon as Lotus got the offense started, there was no escape. Gets caught by the frame cap, 6 H's plus. The burst into the corner, I do like that, and meteors again. But yeah, Lotus is on the other side, yeah. At the very least, yeah, it does seem like Leo does have decent ways of dealing with meteors, right? Because he gets to the other side of the opposite side of the screen pretty fast, and all that. Nice jump in. Ooh, and catches Lotus sleeping. And all right, the optimal 6H combo into the. Almost got the combo off of that too. That's crazy. The 6H. Oh my god.
Good luck.
Yeah. Again, the pogo. Okay. I was worried Chaos was gonna miss that flash kick punish for a bit, and I was really scared for them. But it worked out. It worked out. But yeah, like the 6Hs, like Lotus, not reacting.
Yeah.
Oh, the hammer. Yeah, the hammer's gonna interrupt that, but still not out of it yet. Okay, another burst into the corner. Okay,
Nice
this time we're
blocks.
blocking.
Yeah, and really good Abare getting out of this situation entirely.
Nice IBs from Chaos too.
For real.
But the gold burst from Lotus. This is trouble. This is trouble. Don't get touched. Don't touch.
Hello?
Okay,
5K
Lotus is
bar
okay.
slash
Never
nothing?
mind. Never mind.
Are you? No, we don't have meter.
No.
If we had
no.
meter, you were dead.
Thankfully, no. Thankfully, no. But
Nice.
oh, Lotus is a little too correct about Chaos's defensive options.
Yup.
You know,
I mean,
Faust
that's...
doesn't. Yeah, Faust doesn't have the greatest defense, right? It is sort of like, you know, 5D sucks. You know, up backing is okay, but you know, leaving the corner is an issue. So sometimes it's just dead angle or bust. Oh yeah, the safe jump too. Trying to bait bursts and Chaos, just not challenging. Okay. Oh no. That might have been a bit of a frustration burst as well, and it's looking so over right now.
Yeah. Catching
looking
the
so
forward tech.
over.
Damn.
It's looking so over. Yeah, like the Faust tech forward JK actually losing. It's pretty funny. Okay, Lotus, like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna whiff my burst too. Oh, nice. And oh,
And
but it doesn't knock
knockdown.
down. Are you kidding me? Gets air
Okay, we're
thrown.
not in the corner.
Okay. Oh, drops the combo this time too. Not after all we've seen from your defense. Gets another hit. It's food. Oh, it's food again.
That's okay. So far, so good.
Yeah, at least Lotus can pick it up. It's black hole.
Oh.
Wait, black hole combo? Black hole combo? Okay, never mind. Anti-air 6H. Okay. You know what? Like, it be like that sometimes. Nice. Ooh, no combo, that's fine. But the JS. Okay,
Backdash
there's the
5H,
backdash.
yeah.
This time Chaos is defending a lot better against backturn. Nice. Forces the meter usage as well. There's only burst on Lotus now, as far as defensive mechanics go.
Whoa!
Ooh, nice low profile too. Nice.
This character's stupid.
Nice, but the food, there's so much food coming out.
Yeah, this is doing a little bit less than it should be.
Okay.
I mean, we're just
You're-
gonna
you're-
jump in and see what happens.
Yeah.
We did have the mini files covering us though, specifically for when we fucked up there.
Oh no!
Oh
Oh no!
my
No!
God.
No way! Yeah, has to burst. I agree with that. The food though. No.
That sucks.
I
We
wonder
lost
if that-
jumping in again.
I wonder if Chaos was just trying to do like the J2K FDC, but just fumbled it and just got a normal dive kick
Yeah.
into the H boom. That's really unlucky.
On Fortnite.
Yeah. I mean, it was looking pretty good. They were starting to not be super free to Leo backturn, but just these small mistakes. Like I mentioned at the start of the stream, Chaos doesn't really do a lot of these net play brackets very often, so maybe nerves got to them. Who knows? Anyway, we can finally move on to our top four. We're gonna have
Daisy.
Jigs versus Daisy. She's training. She's
Daisy.
training. She's in training. She's currently training. She's currently training.
Daisy.
Akai, you're talking like someone who has never trained in your entire life.
Why would I go to training mode? For what purpose?
I'm just shaking my head. I'm just shaking my head right now.
Give me
I'm
one
very-
good
I'm-
reason.
I'm disappointed in you.
You can't even give me a good reason. That's insane.
XD. Alright.
Well,
Well,
here we are again. That was the weirdest round. Okay.
I'm sure these two play a lot in net play tournaments. Are you gonna call this one a classic too?
Why would I say? When have I ever called anything?
What is Jig? Is this a button check?
that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Yeah.
Uh,
What is
okay.
this? Okay.
Okay, we're exiting the Jigs? Never mind, we're back in the Jigs dimension. We've never left. Yeah, like so
We're
far.
literally
Okay.
going into the Jigs dimension right now. Oh,
Oh,
no.
Okay.
The 5H smear frame being very deceptive on what part of the button it actually is at.
Alright, catches Jig slow. Daisy can still do this.
Word! That was smart. Okay.
Yep, just eat the flash kick input.
Yep,
And
we
it's garden
know
time.
the Secret Garden is free on the Leo.
Yep, can't really do much about that. Just have to guess 3 times in a row. Oh, punish? No pin though. Yeah, the zoning H disc. Oh no. Jigs, when are you gonna burst? No burst? Not even on the disc? Okay. Uses meter. That's the last of his meter too, and Daisy has 50. Yeah, this should be it, right? Like just IK. Or actually no, can't no, can't
we
IK.
don't have
No
IK.
IK, no IK. This actually doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's still Milia. You still have to guess, right?
Okay.
Yeah. The chip damage too,
Yeah.
just goes to show, blocking in this game, there's no point because if you block, you just get chipped.
It is bad for you. It's
Just the same as
unhealthy.
it's just the same as getting hit.
They've done studies that show that your mental. I'm out. I don't have anything.
Oh come on! At
Oh,
least
okay.
try to complete the bit. At least try to complete the bit. You know, you're
They've
just
done
gonna chicken.
studies that show that blocking is actually worse for your mental health than mashing, and it's not close.
Yeah, like see, it was that easy. You know, don't chicken out from finishing your bits. You know, it's important.
Nice
Nice.
2D spam. We don't have pins, so we're just gonna chill a little bit.
Okay. Thank God that H goes away on hit.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think it goes away on block too, right? Or is it just
Yeah.
hit? Yeah.
Yeah, we play
Everyone, everyone's just getting hit by the Digitalis follow-ups. Like,
Right. Like Digitalis
maybe-
6K is like day 1 Millia stuff, so I'm kind of surprised.
yeah. Nice. The
Oh,
double
we
S
could
just
have
drops a
heard of
combo.
that,
Okay.
Good luck
Okay.
navigating this. That's
Yeah, this is
one way to get rid of 1 hit. Not even. Okay.
Yeah.
It didn't even projectile clash with the single hit.
Yeah, I guess Jig's hoping that she gets super greedy or something, but yeah, no way. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do
You
that.
don't really
but-
get much though.
And the 4H as well. Okay. Nice IV. Nice IV punish. Come on,
No burst?
Jigs. Okay.
Yeah,
Good burst. Good burst.
yeah.
Okay, still. Yeah,
The
just do it again.
goalkeeper of the pin.
It was not the secret garden. It was off of the garden, dude.
That's so funny.
Oh my god.
Mental Boom from Daisy right now has no idea
my
what
God,
to do to counteract.
That back turn S. Come on, where's the parry jig?
Get back into back turn. Yeah. It's working. What
Honestly,
do
like,
you do?
You just approach. You just,
What do?
you just hit a button.
Alright, well, pin is back, so the round's over. That's how it works. See?
Yeah, burst is not gonna come back either. Or actually, never. It sort of does. It sort of does. I lied. Just do random
Alright.
super. We know random super's coming. Just do it. Just do it.
just throw it out whenever you feel like,
just get the
man.
super out of the way. Just get the super out of the way.
Wait,
man.
wait. Oh, shit!
I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I'm the dumbest. I'm the dumbest
She
person
really
ever.
did
I
full screen run up 2P and it whiffed.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but also, you know. Alright, you know, Daisy's just like, that was funny. You know, that was really funny. I had a good laugh out of that. Die.
Yeah. You
Die.
definitely can't let your mental die from that. That's too good. Nice block. Nah. Nice adjustment from last time. Oh, really?
This doesn't mash S.
No, yeah, you're
Okay.
dead. Yeah, good burst.
Yeah. Well,
I think
now
the
what?
first safe. Oh.
Oh my
no.
god, are you kidding
Don't
me?
let
Are
it
you
happen
kidding me?
again. We do have pin. Here it comes. It's gone again.
Okay, footsies. The solution,
Oh,
solution to
man.
the back turn is footsies. Okay.
That's
Alright,
so
and
funny.
Daisy will be in grand finals of this TXT.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Don't make me ping you, Fiery. You know how to play. Get in here.
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't actually know.
How many brackets has he played in?
I don't know.
A
I mean,
couple?
does anyone really know how a single elimination bracket works? Does
Yes.
anyone truly know? Okay, how does it work?
Yes.
How does it work? Tell me. Explain
you
now.
play, and if you lose, you
Wrong,
lose.
wrong. You're
What
wrong.
are you talking about?
You're wrong. You're wrong.
If you
Exactly,
lose...
exactly.
What are you talking about?
Just, I mean, if you don't get it, you don't get it, dog. I mean, there's nothing I can do to help you.
annoying.
There's nothing I can do to help. Anyway, Lotus Fiery. Lotus,
Okay.
again, no need to switch.
Yeah, this will be fun though, because
Yeah.
Fiery has definitely. There have been a lot of sets with these two that we've watched where Fiery will win the first game and then Lotus will lock in. So maybe something can change this time. Because I want to see Fiery take the dub.
Yeah, an immediate burst from Lotus. We see that from Lotus a lot. They seem to be a really big believer in momentum, right? You know, like we see a lot
I'll
of
see the
long
bracket's
believers.
still up.
Yeah, no one can see what's going on.
Nice. Wow, yeah. That is one solution, or one of the layers you can represent with back turn and neutral, is just jump at them, and if they backdash, you win.
Yeah, and I
And
like
if
how
they
Fari's
hit BTP, you lose.
yeah, I like how Fari's like not overcommitting against Leo either, right? Like I think Lotus is okay. Well, I mean the flash kick finally works. You can't
Right.
really make Lotus stop.
No, don't parry there. Alright.
Oh no.
It's
We have
Lotus
100
time.
meter. Are we? Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Gets rid of the unblockable. Tries to bait out the metered flash kick option, but Lotus is kind of privy to it.
Ooh, yeah, falls for the front turn frame trap. Nice
Okay.
play. Okay.
There's definitely a chance here. Yeah, Lotus will always send it.
Yeah,
Just so you
yeah.
know, that's the Lotus class.
And I think the idea is like even if Lotus does get punished for it, burst is almost back. They would probably like burst immediately, right, as soon as they can.
Lotus is a big fan of flash kicking in situations where you yourself are thinking they probably wouldn't flash kick here, right?
Yeah. Nice. Another Max Geki. One of the few tools that
Ooh.
Leo cannot deal with.
Yeah, it's very hard for him to actually fuck around with it.
Oh no, a little bit antsy on the burst.
Nice.
There's the parry.
A little too greedy.
No puff. You still have the Max Geki,
Send
but
the fucking Geki! I'm losing it!
oh, he's saving it.
It would have worked like 5 different times.
He's saving it. He's saving it. He's saving it. He's
For
saving
what?
it. He's saving it.
Just literally just hit it, please.
He's saving
Send
it.
it. Send it. Send
He's
it.
saving it. He's saving
For
it.
what?
He's saving it.
Saving it for the grave. Awesome. That's so cool.
You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get. You're a very.
No, so
wasteful
I
person.
do genuinely think it's one of those things. I've talked to Fiery before a little bit about this, where it's like if you just let loose a little bit more when people aren't ready for
Yeah.
it, you will start winning like a marginal amount.
Yeah,
Right?
I think it was pretty obvious that Lotus called a bluff, right?
Right.
Like they were just thinking to themselves, like, you're not the kind of player who would just do it.
Right. And it would have just been the whole round.
Yeah.
It would have been over. Okay. We take it. Yeah.
I mean, it'd be like that. Like, again, like Lotus is really good about their flash kick timings, but you can't. You know, it's just one of those things where you get hit by the flash kick and you're just like, okay, it was flash kick, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Blocking it out a little bit, but
Yeah.
nice air to air.
I knew the jump was coming. Good parry.
Okay.
That
trying to
flash
cross
kick
the
would've
flash
hit.
kick.
It would have actually hit. That's so funny.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
And yep.
I still believe in Fiery. We just gotta commit
Yeah,
a little
I
bit
mean,
more,
like, he's
which
putting
is
up
such
a-
a weird thing to say about this matchup.
Like he's putting up a good fight, but like Lotus just kind of has the almost like a soul read, right?
Yeah.
Of just like, you know, this is what you want to do at this exact moment, you know. And so far, it's kind of gone to plan for Lotus, right?
It is the Lotus playstyle. Yeah, nice punish.
Okay.
Oh no, didn't do the OS that Kazoo loves to talk about. You can actually, you can air throw that burst like 100 times out of 100. There's no S there.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Okay, nice 2D. Beats flash
Yeah.
again. Off.
He just
Off.
did it. He just sent it, and look what happens. Oh, we.
Nice.
Again.
Okay, we're sending it again. We're sending it again.
It's just that easy.
Yeah. Just it turns out pressing buttons that are good lead to damage.
Doing a
Wins.
full screen invincible horizontal DP is good sometimes. Nice parry. Good reaction. Yeah. Definitely just gotta bait him out sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I think like this is like a good lesson, like where you can do like the safe, quote unquote, smart thing all the time, right? But at the end of
Yeah.
the day, all it does is just make you predictable.
Oh my god!
You know?
Nice.
Off.
Okay, just safe jump, just safe jump, just safe jump, just safe jump, just safe jump. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a semi-safe jump.
Oh no!
Best
5H,
anti-air in
the
the
best
game.
anti-air in the game. I would have DP'd. Just let him know.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Okay.
This works,
Off.
this works. He's dead. Or
Off.
they're dead.
Off.
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
Caught at a really good height and a really good distance to get the most out of it. Good stuff.
Yeah, shoutouts to reacting to burst. I wish that could be me. I wish that could be me. Sadly, it's not.
Whoa. Yeah, and now Fiery is like, look, I don't have a card. I'll play footsies with you again. Let's do it. Nice, nice. No, you had it, bro.
Oh no. Okay, never mind. We're so fine. We're so back. We're so back.
Yep.
Safe jump.
Okay, chill.
Okay. Maybe a little ambitious, but you know what? It's leading to something good. It's leading to something good. Pop. Can we kill? No, we can't.
No, it crosses up.
That's fine. I mean, getting hit by flash kick is okay. This is not okay. This is pretty bad.
This is really bad, actually.
Now we're in trouble. Okay, well, I mean, that happens sometimes, you know. I mean, you still have to respect the meaty 6K, right? Like, I said it was not a great knockdown. I stand by it, but you still have to block, right?
Yep, charging cards in neutral. Very true.
It's just uncarded Geki though. Nice. Okay. Notice just like whiffing buttons beneath Fiery. What are we gonna do? What are we thinking? What are we thinking, Fiery?
No, yeah, the 6H into the far slash, the 5H, whatever it was, they're all the same.
That's true. They all look the same. They all do the same things.
Basically. Yeah. Nice
I
in
mean,
mode, getting through most of the
Yeah.
projectile.
Honestly, okay. This is something workable. Right?
Definitely.
Okay, but just once
Hard baiting flash kick because the meter was gonna be there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that combos?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Nice 2D
Yeah.
mash.
and no more RC meter. Right? This is really doable for Fiery.
No.
It's still doable. Like meter cooldown.
You gotta
It's still doable.
represent
It's
DP
still
at
doable.
some point.
It's still doable.
Leo
It's still
has to hard call out your DP.
It's not doable.
No.
It's not doable anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Such a small thing, but I really do think like representing DP a couple of times would have won him that round.
I mean,
Because
you know,
Leo can only beat it by doing like BTP, and Lotus was not doing that yet, right?
Yeah, I mean, again, you know, it's just you play a little too safe, you just become a little too predictable. You know, Lotus probably knows about the whole like BTP DP interaction, right? But then
Yeah, I
they're
would
thinking to
imagine.
themselves like, you're not gonna do it, you know, and that's, you know, that's just how it
Yeah,
is
like-
sometimes.
Jam DP smokes Leo BTK and BTH, so
It's crazy.
yep.
Is it different when she has cards, or is it the same for all versions of kicks?
Nah, it just wins.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I mean like, do carded up kicks beat BTP?
I think I would imagine they clash. I'm not entirely sure. No. It should beat it. Yeah, sorry.
It
Because
should
Jam DP goes to the floor when it starts.
I see.
So
Right. Well, we're gonna do our third place match. You know, Fiery left thinking that
Yep.
he was done, but you're not done. You know.
really, I did really like the way he was playing that matchup though. It seems like
Yeah.
he's found a really comfy spot for like his
Yeah.
play style mixing with what you have to do
Just,
versus Leo a lot of the time.
The gameplay just needs a little bit more seasoning, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can also apply stuff to this matchup as well. Okay, good start. We have a max Ryujin as well. He blocks this. Yeah, that's pretty easy. Right. And we have a max Ryujin. Okay. We're gonna see it. Are we gonna see it? Are we gonna do it? Nice. not a really great punish. There it is. Puff. Oh, misses the puff. We still have the Kartageki though, and you get the blitz as well though. Unless Jigs dimension? Never mind. Okay. Fiery dropping a lot of combos tonight. I mean, I guess that's jam sometimes. Still gets the round win. We're still chilling. Get another safe jump. He's not blitzing. Man, these burst RCs have been really consistent from Fiery tonight, huh? I don't think he's missed a single one.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Reacting's good. Reacting's good. You know? Reacting is pretty good. Do you think he's a burst icon watcher, or do you think he just watches the model?
I think. I don't know, honestly.
I feel like when I've reacted to bursts, like I try like looking at the burst icon sometimes, but I feel like for some reason I don't know how to describe it, but it feels easier for me to watch the character model sometimes.
I feel the same. Well, when your burst is full, it pulses at random intervals, or like a set interval, I mean.
Yeah.
What a round, by the way. So, I feel like sometimes that fucks me up. Especially with rollback. I'd rather just watch the character.
Yeah, like, I think for me too, like, I don't think I'm confused by the burst icon animation, or or by it flashing, but I also just feel like it's easier just to keep eyes on the enemy character, right? Because like that's what you know, that's what people tell you to do, right? You know, watch the other character, not your own character and stuff like that.
True.
You know. Okay.
Nope. He just caught it a little low. It's fine. It's normal. He's chill.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. He's saying, Jigs, I don't need to do combos to beat you. He's saying, Jigs, I hate you as a human being, specifically. That's what Fiery said. I literally heard him say that just now.
I'm glad we both have. I'm glad you're both the jam combo knower and also the Fiery Whisperer.
Yeah, he actually DM'd it to me during that combo. So.
Yeah. That's crazy. Because Fiery also just DM'd me saying that he hates your guts and he thinks that your jam is trash.
Nope, he didn't say that. I asked him just now, and he said that you're lying.
Yeah, and I DM'd him saying like, how can you say that about Kai? And he's like, you know, he'll never believe anyone if you tell. And just like you're not believing me right now. Isn't it the chip, the Lotus chip?
Oh yeah.
I mean, okay, they're not gonna play Leo Milia, you know.
Right.
So they're just gonna play chip. So I don't know. I feel like this was classically this did used to be considered a matchup where like Chip wins because Milia can't really run away from him, right? But I don't know if people still think that. You know, because like since then Chip has gotten a little worse and Milia has gotten more developed, so people know how to play her better now, right? Just for the OTG, yeah.
There is, I feel like both of these characters just don't see the amount of rep they used to see back in the day.
Well, they're hard to play.
Yeah.
They're both, you know, they're both characters where, you know, you make a mistake on them and you pay very dearly, and then, you know, you just have players on Jam and Slayer and Hagen. You know,
You're right. All those Jam players making top 8 of Major. You're so right.
Yeah, and you're doing like 10 billion damage.
That is true.
You know? And some people aren't trying to live that life, you know?
Some people want to make you suffer and torture you slowly with 1,000 cuts.
Yeah.
Or specifically 11 5p Rensens.
Yeah.
One thing I will say is that a lot of Lotus's alts aren't like amazing, but they got a pretty good chip.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I think their chip and their Batman are pretty good.
I mean, they are the random select champion of North America. You know, we determined that on April Fools. Yeah, like Lotus's subs are like, you know, they're the kind of subs that you expect from a good player, right? Where like they have enough fundamentals to, you know, carry them through against most players, and then also they just know like just enough like cute little gimmicks to catch people by surprise, right?
Right.
Like they've labbed some setups before, you know. They know the basic structure of how everything is supposed to be, and they know routes. They know routes. Yeah, and so far, you know, Daisy just hasn't really been able to play. Maybe she can play now.
Let's see. Oh my
Nice,
god.
nice IBDP. That was a really good one. Yeah, and I wonder. I mean, I wonder what the melee answer to teleport is, because I think we haven't really seen Daisy challenging them very often, right? Okay. Nice. Okay, this is something. Never mind, it's no longer anything. It's just nothing. Never mind, it's something. I lied again.
Yo.
I lied 2 times in a row. No one will ever know what I'm thinking.
Who are you?
I don't know.
I like it. I like it.
Oh, there's the TP, but again, like at the very least, chip TP doesn't knock down, right? And I think, yeah, okay, that's obviously combo. DK Alpha, that's the mix. Yeah, I think so far, like every single teleport just kind of goes unchecked by Daisy. Like I don't think she doesn't even really like try to do a preemptive jump, right?
No.
Are you kidding
fucking
me?
way, man.
I think the JD was already inside of her, right? Like I kind of hit meaty when the RC invuln ended.
Yeah.
So like, oh that's that hurts. That hurts. And it's 2-0 Lotus right now. But yeah. But yeah, like Lotus is just like flying around on the screen, and you know Daisy's having trouble controlling. Okay, there's the instant burst that we know Lotus will. Oh, try to do Wake Up Alpha. They tried to Wake Up Alpha. Ooh, and like the you know, like the set play is not really as clean as it could be. Good chance now. Nice.
I mean, it worked this round at least.
It worked this time because Lotus tried to do Wake Up Alpha 2 times in a row. Right? They chose the option that was not DP.
When's the teleport? No teleports? We're just not teleporting anymore? It's over? Even though it was working so well?
Okay. Set the disc. Like just pushing. Like the Oki from Daisy is just slightly off. It's just slightly off. Like to where like sometimes what she gets off of a knockdown isn't really a mix, but just like a basic launch strip, right? And Lotus does not care about that.
Whoa!
Okay. I mean, this is something. This is something. This is something.
Yeah, we're definitely not dead, but we're close. You are kidding. I mean, it makes sense, I guess, but damn.
Oh, man.
Second hit of JH rocking. XD.
Nice, avoids 6k. Can't get the pin though. She wants the pin so badly, and she's not gonna get it.
No, dead.
Yeah. Pick it up.
We got those.
Alright, and Lotus is on tournament point. Okay. Nice JP. Get the air throw as well.
Okay.
Oh no, and just gets hit. Like, what wasn't even blocking correctly, just gets smacked. Okay.
Just also gets hit by a mid. Yeah, I don't know what Milia necessarily does about that. I guess Rising JP or something, like...
Maybe, or just like, you know, I think like, she's able to just jump in the air and just press buttons, right? I don't think Chip really stops that.
Also, you're moving around so much on the screen that you'd imagine it wouldn't be that effective.
Oh no, just the drop on the combo as well.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. Last chance.
You have 25 meter, but
We
yeah, like
do
I
not.
don't know, just wasting it on like full screen SSYRC, and now it's just over. Now it's just over, right? I feel like that entire set, like I'm not sure what she was spending it on the whole time, but it felt like she was very meter starved. Like I never really saw her with more than 25 meter. It felt like. Like, am I crazy, or was it just like that?
No, I think you're right. I don't know. I feel like Daisy was kind of standing ground a lot of the time when we should have been schmoovin' the whole time. You know.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to think at that kind of pace in these types of matchups, but Lotus was definitely just like, I'm gonna go and do whatever I want, and Daisy's like, how do I answer this? What am I doing
Yeah,
here? Like,
that's kind of the thing about Chip. He's a character that forces you to think ahead, right? Like, you can't just assess Chip in terms of, you know, he's here on the screen, right? You have to just think like he's here on the screen for now, but I think he's trying to get to here. I think he's trying to do this next, and so on. And
yeah.
you know, if you're not used to that way of thinking, then Chip will suffocate you. That's just how it is.
Definitely.
All right. Well, congratulations to Lotus for first place.
Does anyone have the schedule? I think we're just doing Swiss again next week, but I'm not entirely sure.
Is next
I think
week
it's
not a
pinned
double?
somewhere. Give me a sec. Nope, that's last month's. Awesome. Ama, what are we doing next week?
We don't have a schedule.
It's probably got posted somewhere. Oh yeah, this weekend, CEO. If you're in Texas, come to our big event. We have like 50-something people registered right now for just a normal-ass tournament of Blaze Blue, Central Fiction, Uni 2, and Xrd.
You
So
forgot
be
the
sure
most
to come by
important
on
part.
Saturday.
Don't you guys have a pop bonus for that tournament?
We do. There is actually insane pop bonuses. I think it's $200 for Xrd, $150 for fucking
It's
Uni 2.
$2 million pop bonus for Xrd. So if you
200
go to
for Xrd, 150 for Uni, and 100 for
$200
Blaze Blue.
for Xrd. If you go to full tension and you win Xrd, you're set. You're set for life.
Please show
2
up
million
if you are in Texas. Make the car trip. It will be worth it and a lot of fun. And we'll go to our homies
$200,000
restaurant afterwards.
$1 million pop bonus.
Ava
200
can't make it, so it really is up in the air for who's gonna win.
Bajillion thousand dollars. It's all the money times 2. That's why.
Yeah, Lazy's so right. Okay, next week is double elim for TXT. Sorry, not the other thing that I said. So be sure to stop by same time next week. I don't know, man. Xrd.
Thanks for watching, guys. Play more Xrd. See you next time.
Play this game, you're a nerd.
Lily, not change the beat. The sky is not the same no more today. There is no turning back. Lily, not change the beat. Covers always judge books by today. If they are shiny or not. Every page inside is meaningful as always. But no one's gonna read them out again. Oh, please don't wait for me, darling. Stay out of the cold rain, or your heart may become rusty. Oh, please don't wait for me, darling. Just stand there in the sea. Your soul is right now. You don't need to wait, need to wait for us. Soft no more today. They change the cold inside. Lily, you never change. They all want a brand new box today. No matter what's inside. All these pieces that meant so much to me those days. Tide has washed them all way too vain. Oh, please don't wait for me, darling. Stay out of the cold rain, for your heart may become a rusty. Oh, please don't wait for me, darling. Don't stand there in this heat. Your soul is drying out. You don't need to wait, need to wait, need to wait for us. What is there to say? Everything's too late, and we all accept it that